Welcome to the Rustic Planters. If you love transforming your garden into a cozy, charming space with a touch of rustic flair, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into creating small rustic farmhouse landscapes with herbs, vines, and vintage details that will give your garden those warm, cozy country vibes. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and leave a comment below telling us what part of rustic garden design you love most. Let's get started. Rustic charm in a garden is all about simplicity, natural beauty, and an organic feel. Think reclaimed wood, old watering cans, and worn garden tools. Adding these vintage elements not only brings character, but also tells a story of a time when gardens were a little more hands-on and a lot more laid back. When selecting plants for a rustic garden, think about herbs and vines that grow naturally in your area. Lavender, rosemary, thyme, and sage are perfect for creating a rustic vibe. These plants offer fragrance, texture, and a timeless charm. Vines like wisteria and climbing roses can add a soft, dreamy touch. Herbs are not only practical, but also visually stunning in a rustic garden. Plant them in mismatched pots or wooden crates for that charming farmhouse look. Use them for culinary purposes, natural remedies, or simply to add green life and pleasant aromas to your outdoor space. When working with smaller garden spaces, vines are a fantastic way to add vertical interest. Consider using an old trellis, repurposed ladder, or a vintage gate to let your vines climb. Plants like ivy, clematis, or honeysuckle will create a beautiful backdrop and make your space feel more expansive. Using vintage containers like old buckets, milk cans, or ceramic pots for planting adds a touch of nostalgia. These items bring the farmhouse style alive and give your plants a special home. They can be scattered around your garden, placed on porches, or lined up along walkways. If you have the space, a dedicated herb garden is a perfect addition to your rustic landscape. You can use reclaimed wood to create raised garden beds or repurpose old pallets for an eco-friendly solution. Herb gardens not only look beautiful, but also provide you with fresh ingredients for cooking. In a rustic garden, natural materials are key. Incorporate stones, gravel paths, and wooden benches to create a grounded, earthy feel. These elements blend seamlessly with plants and can make the space feel cozy and inviting. A stone pathway leading to a small garden nook is always a winner. Vintage or weathered furniture is a signature of rustic gardens. An old rocking chair, a weather-beaten table, or a vintage bench can provide seating and style. The beauty of these pieces lies in their history. They may be worn, but that's what makes them so special. While herbs and vines are the backbone of a rustic garden, don't forget to add a splash of color with flowers. Choose blooms like sunflowers, daisies, or black-eyed Susans that reflect the carefree nature of a farmhouse garden. These flowers can create a natural, cheerful vibe that fits the rustic theme. A focal point like a weathered bird bath, an antique garden statue, or a small fountain can draw attention and provide a sense of balance in your garden. These details can become a conversation starter and bring a bit of elegance to the rustic surroundings. Don't be afraid to repurpose old items in your garden. An old wooden crate can hold a collection of potted plants, while a vintage bicycle can serve as a charming display for hanging plants. The more unique your items, the more personality your garden will have. Even in a small garden, you can create different rooms by adding functional spaces. A cozy seating area, a small dining nook, or a space to hang twinkling lights can make your outdoor space feel more expansive. These little corners create a welcoming atmosphere for you to relax or entertain. The right lighting can completely transform a rustic garden. String lights draped across trellises or lanterns placed around the garden add a soft glow and a magical atmosphere. Solar-powered garden lights are also an eco-friendly way to illuminate your paths or highlight your plants at night. Seasonal decorations can enhance your rustic garden throughout the year. During the fall, pumpkins, hay bales, and mums add warmth and color. In the winter, consider wreaths made of fresh herbs or evergreen branches for a rustic, holiday-inspired look. Each season offers new ways to celebrate your garden. One of the most charming aspects of a rustic garden is its imperfection. The slightly crooked fence, the mismatched chairs, or the unkempt ivy growing along the wall. All of these things contribute to a feeling of lived-in comfort and authenticity. Embrace the imperfections, as they add to the warmth and character of your garden. Rustic gardens don't require overly complicated maintenance, but it's important to keep things tidy and functional. Regularly trim your vines, prune your herbs, and clear any dead leaves. Keep an eye on your vintage furniture to prevent weather damage. A little care goes a long way in maintaining that cozy, lived-in look. Thank you so much for joining us today on the Rustic Planters. I hope you've been inspired to create your own cozy, country-inspired garden with herbs, vines, and a touch of vintage flair. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment letting us know how you plan to add rustic charm to your garden. Until next time, happy gardening.